Welcome lads to a new series. This is going to be a commentary style video where I'm just going to go through some of the kind of things that I'm looking out for to do in order to time this key. It's going to be a 15 rookery, and I didn't want to do a kind of guide where, you know, you go into your stats, talents. I think there's enough of that online already, and you can go and search whether it's Archon or Raider.io or, you know, all the usual sites. This is going to be a commentary style video, just going through the sort of things I'm looking to do to time this key, and we'll get straight into it.
The storm perch has been breached and the storm riders corrupted.
Let's turn this down a little bit. So getting into the first pull, you can just stand on this ledge here if you're ranged, and I'll just start to dot up the mobs as the tank's running in. So you can see all the range kind of stacked up here. Tank groups are in. I'm going to incarn. I'm going to pot. Once everything's dotted, cooldowns, Fury of Balloon, and just start spamming. I think I used 2 incarns on this pull as well. I'm waiting until kicks are on cooldown as well. I'm going to drop a beam on top of these thunderers to keep them silenced. Yeah, I do use 2 incarns there.
Frontal.
As you can see, decent damage on the first pull. I'll skip through this a little bit. Skip through the boring parts. As soon as you come in left into this arena, we're going to pull the 3 Thunderers on their own, just because it's quite a risky pull if you want to chain it with the 3 caster mobs. So we're basically looking to kick these lightning bolts on CD, and then when we don't have any kicks, we can CC them. Let's turn this down a little bit more. So we kill these on their own, so I'm waiting until cooldowns are off for kicks, and I'll drop a beam, which is really good for these 3 mobs, keeping them silenced. These casts, if they go off, can be lethal on a 15, so you want to try and CC or kick as much as you can, and try not to overlap your CC, which is definitely easier said than done in a pug run. So we're going to look to pull these into the patrol. So you can see the Void Rider coming in now, dotting everything up again, and then going straight into cooldowns again. Standard boomy stuff.
Dodge.
Focus kicks on the Thunderers, make sure bolts don't go off, because this AoE is going to go off. It does chunk quite a bit, but I'm also getting the targeted beam from the other Storm Rook as well. So I'm popping Bark Skin there to keep myself alive, because that overlap can be pretty nasty. If a kick goes through at the same time, you're dead. Even if you're in bear form, you're probably still dead. AoE on its own coming out now. As you can see, AoE is not too bad, just on its own. And then we're going to go to the other side. Another big pull. I haven't got cooldowns here, so we're just going to dot everything up again. Go into the standard rotation of Elun's Chosen. Playing Elun's Chosen in this key, so that's why I'm starfiring 100% of the time, because of the increased damage. So cast does go off there. You can see it takes me down to like nearly 30%. So you can imagine with the AoE overlap, and then if you get the targeted from the Storm Rook, like, you're dead straight up. You can see the energized barrage there going off. So that's what I'm tracking there. So I'm getting that on top of the AoE. So I'm probably going to, renewal, Bark Skin, and health pot, like definitely overkill. So a bit of a panic by me, but I did think I was probably dead there. Seeing the cocoon on cooldown as well. Pally should have looked to sack me or spell ward there, so look to, again, obviously this is a pug run. I've played with these guys quite a bit now, but we're not on any comms or anything like that, so we're not calling anything at all. So it can be pretty challenging. Not really much happening here, more of the same. Then we're going to go into the last, not the last pull, but the second to last pull of the area. Big cooldowns. Same trash as before. Watch out for the kicks on the Thunderers. Focus on the Storm Rook. And then the AoE is going to come out on the Rook Guard as well. Drop that pack off. And then we pull this pack. And then I believe we chain this into the boss. Because it doesn't really do much, this pack. Just kick the Rook Tenders and it's GG, no re, to be honest. And as soon as we pull the boss, I'll pop cooldowns and just sort of starfall everything else down. This next ability, so this boss isn't too bad. It does sort of a cycle of abilities and then it'll just repeat over and over again. So you want to, that was close. That was very close. You want to be pre-spread for this circle. If I was stacked on the mage, that would have actually one-shot me.
Dodge.
So it almost caught me a little bit off guard there.
Dodge.
Dodge the frontals. And then he's going to phase. As these are coming out, these are going to be lines. So pre-position, as you can see us move into the centre here. And then we're dropping the pulls. Stay together. Drop the pulls. Moving on. Don't go too far forward because now look at the distance I've got to run to get past that. I can sidestep it or I can just run forward. I think I do it. Yeah, I sidestep it pretty much. So try and stay together and it makes it easy so you don't have to move as far. Paladin's calling don't pot there because I think we invis skip something later on. Not a problem if you're a druid, just go into cat form, prowl. Pre-spread coming out again. Does hit fairly hard, so it takes me down to 18% there. I didn't have any cooldown up, didn't bear form.
Dodge.
So it won't one-shot you, but it will take you quite low.
Dodge.
I think I'm 5... is it 5 or 6? 655 item level or something like that.
Spread. Dodge.
So I'm not like giga geared to be doing 15s, to be honest. And as everyone knows, balance is one of the squishier classes. I'm going to go intermission again. And just move around, rinse and repeat. Easy boss. I'm just going to fast forward. You have no issues on this boss. Jumping down, grab a feather. Then what you want to do is you want to try and get the buff off one of these birds. So you can see there, I've got a 4-minute 52 buff. It's just a chance to proc extra damage, so you might as well take it.
Finally, I thought I'd have to fight Goran on my own.
And we're going to pull all this area here in one pack. Main thing to look at on this pull is the diffuser will target you with an ability that hits like a truck, especially as a boomy. And then these crushers, they'll leap on top of you as well. So what you can do is drop a vortex and it will suck the mob back into the pack. Void bolt's going off, so I'll drop a beam on top of that. You get the AoE damage, look how low it drops people straight away. Massive damage. Void crush coming out. So you can see our vortex there, that's my vortex on cooldown. And just AoE everything down with cooldowns again.
Avoid.
Nothing much to say on this pack, to be honest. Pretty straightforward. Just watch your health. Keep track of your healing pot. Keep track of your bark skin. Keep track of your renewal. And if need be, shift into bear form to get that extra stamina and armor. We'll skip forward a little bit. Don't have two issues on that pull. So we're going to skip this pack here, I believe. Yep. I'm going to skip this one as well. And then we're going to take the next pack plus the two kind of chunky mobs. I can't remember the name of them. The diffusers, I think. Yeah, 2 diffusers. This is going to be Bloodlust, DPS pot, cooldowns, everything. So I'm pre-dotting everything up again. When you're in your cooldowns, you can see this 2 of here. This is your Dream State ability, so it's your increased cast speed and damage on your Starfires. You want to use them before you use Warrior of Loon, because otherwise your Warrior of Loon, it'll overlap that ability and use them charges as well. And you won't get the optimum use out of them. So you see me double Starfall, into Warriors of Loon, into double Starfall. Starfire, sorry, and then... Yeah, this is a pretty spicy pull. A lot of damage. Dispel that curse as well. Seeping corruption. Drops pulls as you move, so just dispel it. It's one thing less to worry about.
Avoid.
Getting leps on there. I did already pre-vortex in the pack for the crushers, so grips them back in. Gonna renewal. Keep yourself nice and tops. And then just finishing the pack off.
Avoid.
I have been one-shotted in this pull before where I've had double crusher leap plus the targeted from the diffuser plus the AoE going out, and it's one-shot me before, so just be aware of that. And we're going through. I think we pull this crusher onto the boss. I think we forgot to pull it. That's why we're pulling it now. I'm going to dot these mobs, but I'm not going to starform because my shaman's using this as a funnel. So it helps him get more funnel into the boss. So I'm just going to... You can see my action tracker in the bottom right. I'm just Star Surgeon, single target. So the main mechanic on this fight is this debuff here. So it'll make you big. And you can see I'm tracking it there with the dot. When this is dispelled, it'll move to the nearest player. But it's very important that you only take this debuff once. So once you drop it off, don't be anywhere near it because it'll one-shot you if you get the application again. As this leap goes out, watch my health here. It does massive damage. So I had skin up there, but the next one I'm going to leap at every single one now. And all this fight is just management of the dot and making sure you don't take it twice. Squish your targets like Moonkin. Like, you want to try and not take it if you can, to be honest. Like, our tank takes it twice with immunities. So you can look to do things like that to kind of cheese it. But leap comes out here, I should bear form. Yeah.
Debuff.
So you see, even with bear, it's a massive chunk. And then rinse and repeat until the boss is dead. Very straightforward. But, again, easily mistaken, especially on these higher keys where things are hitting harder. We're not using any comms in this group, like I said, so I should have bear form there. See how low it took me. Cocoon comes out on the shaman. Massive tank damage from the boss. Debuff on me. I'm going to skin straight away because I want to skin the overlap of the dot plus the leap. Leap's going to go off, so I'm perfect. 63%, so that's what you want to try and do. Just keep yourself healthy. And then we're going to keep going until the boss is dead. We do have one death there, actually. Was it me? I hope not. No, you see the shaman, he got stuck in the AoE, I think. In the purple pool. That'll tick for a lot of damage. But other than that, no issues on that boss. Going to this pack. It's a non-event. Do you want to just dodge these flying orbs that come out here? I'm going to look to vortex these two crushers again as well. Keep them in melee so we can get more cleave damage on them. Kill them down quicker. Don't know what happened there to the healer. Let's have a look. So you can see him in melee. He's in melee still. Watch this pull. Yeah, that's the AoE, so dodge that. These pulls here. You get plenty of time. And just kill him down. No dramas with that. Jumping down. I'm going to do a massive pull, so I'm going to start pre-dotting.
We have to take it down.
Dotting everything that I can. Into cooldowns. I'm just going to pad damage here, to be honest. Even though I'm technically taking damage away from the shaman, but it's all for the logs, right? Now these things, these massive crystal mobs are actual raid bosses on this difficulty. You got so much health. Like, watch how much they tick for in the AoE. So at 40%, he's going to phase.
Dance.
He's void stone, so he starts to drop this purple AoE. Look at that tick. Like nearly 70% of my HP. Healer's blasting. Careful of the target on the crusher, so I'm going to pre-bear form that one, just in case. And then we're going to chain these. These crushers don't really do too much on their own, so we're just going to pull them in with the next pack. And then I'm focusing the Ascendant down, but I'm still Starfalling. Still AoE and just focus the Ascendant down and dodge the orbs. Again, dropping a Vortex for the crushers. Don't have it up just yet, but that takes me quite low with the heal absorb as well. And we're going to take that down. As soon as that Ascendant's down, we chain it into the next one.
Dodge.
And then chain it into the next pack. Now it's important here to note that as mentioned earlier, the Void Stone is going to phase at 40%, so you don't really want to damage that too much before you kill off the Ascendant first, so get that down first. Which I'm Star Surging that down to finish that off. Kick on the Void Bolt. And then we're going to move to the Void Stone as the prior target. Same again. It's going to phase at 40% and do massive AoE. So you can see me dropping really low there. But the Void Stone is dead, so I'm not worried. And then we're chaining this Crusher, or these two Crushers, into the next pack as well, I believe. Or at least we should be. Yep, chaining it in now. Again, prior is going to be Ascendant, because we don't want the Void Stone to phase at the same time while that's alive. Let me start to focus that down, just the Void Stone left now. Nice and easy. That's dead. So for some reason, the Shaman wanted to pull, so we didn't pull these kind of mini ads over here because he wanted them on the boss for prio damage. Have a look how this turns out here. Quickly apply the weapon oil while we're pulling them in. So I'm not going to touch these civilians because the Shaman wanted them as for his funnel. So I'm just going to single target. I'm going to take position in mid. Mage is on the left. We've got the tank on the right. With this debuff, bring it out. So Mode's going to dispel me there. It's important you don't get, because this pool is going to expand. You don't want that all in this area. Getting this debuff, and down goes the Shaman. You can see the pools there, look, of what he died in. Mode's going to sprint over there, save the pull to get that shard off. I'm going to take middle. CR'd up the Shaman. And we're just chunking down this shield now, trying to work on that. Saving all cooldowns here. Don't use any cooldowns pre-pull. I'm going to drop the debuff out. It dispels me a little bit early there, but it's not an issue. Into the knock. Mode's already on the crystal in melee. If these go off, this spawns an ad. It's GG. The ad just pulses AoE damage. It's so tanky you can't kill it. So it's really important you get the crystals. So we're into the damage amp now. So the shield's broke. And we're going to pop cooldowns, pot, trinket, everything. Blast. Huge damage coming out. It's such a long boss with a damage amp. And the shield, like, look how big the shield is, nearly 260 mil HP. Tank's actually beating me on damage at the minute because he padded on the ads. And that is rinse and repeat. Tank's going to face his front all the way. You can see that over there. Chunking down the shield. Nice and steady. And then I'm leaving my second charge of Incarn for the next damage increase. Shard comes out, so I'm going to pre-position on the shard. Shaman's got the one on the right. Shield's going to go down. I'm going to go into damage amps on Trinket, cooldowns. I don't have Trinket back up there, but cooldowns and then Fury Balloon. And then pumping again. What he's trying to is a balanced Druid. Like our single target damage is just awful. I think it's actually the worst in the game right now. It's unfortunate. But we do bring Mark of the Wild, so jumping out again for the debuff, so he dispels me there. Perfect. Just try and keep this area as clean as possible. And then I'm waiting on my Incarn charge again for when the shield drops. I'm going to pre-bark skin this AoE. It's not going to one-shot you, but take reduce. There's nothing else to use it on, so you might as well. Dispels me again there. I didn't want to move too far from the shard. Chunking down the shield again. And I'm going to have Trinket as well, plus Incarn for this next one. Such a long boss this is. You can see my timer in the bottom left above the chat, so 3 minutes 30 at the minute. And we're going to get one more phase as well. So time is looking quite close at the minute.
No.
Yeah, we're going to get one more phase. It's unavoidable, I think, on this difficulty. Unless you've got like 3 really good single target DPS. Dispel, let me move back in, rinse and repeat. So we're in the final phase now, damage amp. Get the cocoon. That's it, GG. Plus 11 Ryo there, so I think I'm just over 3.2 now, but that's it, guys. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'm more than happy to go through the comments and help people out where needed. If you want me to like look at your gear or anything like that, just drop a message down below. But thanks for watching. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that business if you enjoyed, and there'll be more of these videos coming out as the weeks go by. I'll be pushing higher and higher keys with this group as well. And yeah, see you in the next one.